Welcome back. That's Hip to Be Square from Huey Lewis and the News. Earlier, we got a chance to chat with Huey himself all about how his music is hitting Broadway and how it helped him work with his hearing loss. Take a look.
Ooh, I've been a fan of his since I was a kid. Please welcome to DBL, the heart of rock and roll, Huey Lewis.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Yes.
So cool. It is an honor to speak with you, my friend. Now, your voice is the soundtrack of the 80s, no doubt, and you've toured all over the world. What is a fan experience that you'll never forget from back then?
Well, what's a fan experience? I'll never forget Europe, actually. I remember we played, a lot of memorable gigs, but we played the stadium in Paris, and Bob Geldof and Bruce Springsteen came to the show, and we all played barefoot as an encore.
Dang.
That's one of them.
Dang.
That's a good memory. That's amazing.
All right, let's talk about this. The world was heartbroken, Mr. Lewis, when you announced you lost a lot of your hearing a few years ago and you wouldn't be able to perform because of it. And I wanted to know, how did working on this Broadway show help you navigate through that?
Well, it was a salvation, really. It keeps my mind off my crappy hearing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have to be more careful because it takes more time, but it's really helped me be creative and stay. The Zen Buddhists say you need three things in life: something to love, something to hope for, and something to do. I got plenty to love, and now I got the show to hope for, and of course, the show to do.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful statement. Now, your music is a staple in the Back to the Future trilogy, and I hear Michael J. Fox has been actually helping you through your hearing loss. How has he helped, and have you both been friends since the movie?
That's the power of love.
Oh, he's just been supportive. I don't see him all that much, but we did a very nice interview for the show here, 2 weeks ago or so, and he was very complimentary, and he's a great guy. People don't realize how funny Michael J. Fox is. He is very funny.
He is. He's so talented. Speaking of a lot of talent, we recently saw you in The Greatest Night in Pop. Such a good documentary. And you've said that We Are the World was the career event of your life because you got to hang out with some of the best artists of all time during the breaks. Who did you get along with the best, and who made you the most nervous?
But if you just believe, there's nowhere we can fall.
Well, everyone really. Everybody was wonderful. But I found out that Bruce Springsteen is very funny. He's a really good joke teller. And Willie Nelson was playing golf. Willie and I were talking about golf, and Bob Dylan came over and said, "Wow, you guys talking about golf? That's outrageous."
Unbelievable.
So I watched the documentary too, and I have to ask why Dan Aykroyd was there. I know he's in the Blues Brothers. I'm a Chicago guy, but he felt a little out of place.
He felt it.
Actually, that was what Dan Aykroyd's line. He told everybody, "What am I doing here?"
All right, we're going back a little bit for this one, but your music was used in American Psycho during that murder scene. Mm-hmm. What was it like seeing your music used in that horror film, and how did that come about?
I read the book, and clearly Mr. Ellis was a fan and understood not only me, but he was an 80s fan, Tina Turner and Phil Collins, and he was, he clearly knew what he was talking about. So when the film happened, they came to us and said, could they use Hip to Be Square? And it was a gruesome scene, but it's an art piece. Of course you can. William Dafoe was in it, and so on. So they used it, and then like 2 weeks before the film was going to come out, they came to us and said, could they do a soundtrack? And so I said, do we have to do it? My manager said, no, it's not part of the deal. I said, fine, politely decline, which we did. Well, then on the eve of the release of the film, they issued a press release that went everywhere that said that Huey Lewis had seen the film. And it was so good that he pulled his tune from the sound.
No.
Which was, just Hollywood pizzazz.
Wow.
And so I boycotted the film. So I've never actually seen American Psycho, although I saw the musical on Broadway, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
There you go.
That's a
And we
good
also
story.
lampooned the scene on Funny or Die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you have a sense of humor about it.
So good. Gosh, we could talk to you forever. Thank you so much, Huey. What an inspiration you are. DBL Nation.
Well, let's do it then. Let's talk for another hour.
Yeah,
Why not?
come on our show. We love you. DBL Nation, the heart of rock and roll, is playing on Broadway now. Thank you again.